Washington County Sheriff's Office released a year-end report. A rock climber tackles a difficult ascent. And your daily weather forecast coming up with highs, lows, and everything you need to know for the days ahead.
You're watching St. George News at 5, brought to you by our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law.
Good afternoon, I'm Monica McLaughlin. Washington County's search and rescue team responded to 117 calls in 2024, aiding 148 people with incidents involving hikers and off-road vehicles, topping the list. For more on how the county is adapting to these demands, here's Maury Kessler.
The Washington County Sheriff's Search and Rescue Team responded to over 100 calls and aided over 150 people in 2024, according to a year-end report. Deputy Jacob Paul reported the year-end number to the Washington County Commission on Tuesday and noted the county's search and rescue team handled 117 calls, down from 140 in 2023, partly due to local fire departments handling incidents within their cities last year. Paul reported that the more recent rescues involved hikers and off-road vehicle accidents. However, the most common issues the search and rescue team deal with during winter often stem from early darkness catching hikers unprepared, while summer incidents involve heat-related issues due to inadequate water.
Most prevalent in the summer is heat-related illnesses, so we get a lot of people that are going out not properly prepared for the weather and not bringing enough water with them. I'll bring one water bottle between 3 or 4 people and think it's good for a 5-mile hike, and they quickly realize that, a quarter mile into that hike that they didn't bring enough water with them. So we deal with a lot of heat-related symptoms. We had a lot of those last year. The other most common that we've been dealing with during the winter months is lost hikers. With it getting dark earlier, a lot of people aren't taking that into account. And rather than preparing for that, they end up getting stuck on the mountain after it's dark and then can't find their way back.
Paul emphasized the importance of preparation, hydration, and safety education for outdoor activities.
Thanks, Maury. Professional climber Allison Vest recently made history by completing the first female ascent of the challenging Buka 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 climb in Mose Valley, showcasing her unique wingspan and determination despite a prior hand injury. We'll go to Stephanie DeGraw for more on her incredible journey.
As a child, Allison Vest's hands were often bleeding from climbing on the jungle gym at preschool. Her father noticed her passion for climbing and took her to a climbing gym. From then on, she was hooked. Vest is a North Face athlete who finished the first female ascent of a difficult climb in Mose Valley, west of St. George. She wants to let young girls know that anything is possible.
Thanks, Stephanie. Now let's take a look at your daily weather forecast brought to you by Casablanca Resort and Casino. In St. George, it's currently mostly cloudy at 50 degrees with a low tonight of 27. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies are anticipated with a high of 51 and a low of 30. Over in Mesquite, it's partly sunny and currently 56 degrees, dropping to a low of 35 tonight. Tuesday will be mostly cloudy with a high of 56 and a low of 34. Meanwhile, in Cedar City, it's mostly cloudy at 35 degrees with an expected low of 17 tonight. Tomorrow, anticipate similar conditions with a high of 36 and a low of 18. Region 9 sports are heating up with basketball teams battling for playoff positions and Hurricane celebrating back-to-back wrestling championships. We'll go to Aaron Crane for your Region 9 local sports update.
Thanks, Monica. This past week in sports, Region 9 basketball is heating up as teams scramble to complete their schedules before the 4A state playoffs. On the girls' side, Snow Canyon continues their dominance, improving to 19-0 after a commanding win over Crimson Cliffs. Meanwhile, Desert Hills edged Cedar in double overtime, and Hurricane earned their first region win of the season, defeating Dixie. On the boys' side, Crimson Cliffs maintained their first place standing with a win over Snow Canyon, while Hurricane rallied to beat Dixie for the second time this season. The Hurricane Tigers are celebrating back-to-back Region 9 boys wrestling championships after a dominant 56-24 win over Dixie. The Tigers claimed 6 matches by pinfall, 4 by technical fall, and 2 by walkover, showcasing their depth and teamwork. On the girls' side, Dixie overpowered Hurricane 66-12 with 6 wins by pinfall and 5 by walkover. Up next, Region 9 wrestlers head to divisionals at Dixie High to secure spots for the 4A state championships in February. Now back to you, Monica.
Thanks, Aaron. The Dragon's Tail Stair Climb Challenge debuted Saturday in St. George, drawing runners to conquer the newly completed 333-step staircase at Tech Ridge. For more on the event's highlights and community impact, here's Eric George Gould.
Only the boldest and the bravest came out to Tech Ridge Saturday morning for the Dragon's Tail Stair Climb Challenge. The event, hosted by the city of St. George, featured public races up and down the 333-step staircase built behind Tech Ridge. The opening race featured former top-ranked CrossFit athlete and St. George native Brooke Entz, pitted against Tech Ridge managing partner and visionary Isaac Barlow. After Entz burned past him on the final ascent, Barlow sat winded at the finish line. He said he was wondering why he did it. Henderson, Nevada runner Linda Williams told St. George News why she wore her bright green uniform for the event.
This is a replica of a Steve Prefontaine tracksuit, circa 1972. So when I need motivation to do something right, I think about Pre.
Thanks, Eric. A 6th grader from Enterprise Elementary, Whitley Holt, was named the kindest kid in America during a school assembly focused on promoting kindness. Here's Jeff Richards for more on Whitley's inspiring story and how her school is taking kindness to the next level.
Students at Enterprise Elementary School gathered for an assembly on Tuesday that focused on the importance of being kind. Toward the end of the presentation, Jesse Hansen asked 6th grader Whitley Holt to come forward and be recognized as the kindest kid in America.
She has no idea this is happening right now. I've never met her before, but I feel like we're friends, and I want to be friends forever.
Hansen then read from her recently published children's book that highlights Whitley's story.
The world a better, happier, brighter place. So on this day, January 21st, 2025, Whitley is officially the kindest kid in America.
It's just as easy to be nice as it is to be mean. So let's choose to be nice.
Following his remarks, Mayor Brandon Humphreys presented Whitley with a medal.
Thank you for watching St. George News at 5. To learn more about our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law, go to wewininjurylaw.com. I'm Monica McLaughlin with St. George News, your #1 source for local news.
This has been St. George News at 5, brought to you by We Win Injury Law.